Emerson Mnangagwa stood before the nation on National Youth Day, furrowing his brows in deep concern as he condemned the rampant drug abuse among Zimbabwe's youth. Oh, what a caring father of the nation. If only his government had not spent decades running the country into the ground, maybe the youth wouldn't need drugs to escape the harsh reality of joblessness, poverty, and hopelessness. But no, according to the men in charge, the problem isn't the economy, the lack of jobs, or the absence of any meaningful future. It's just that the young people have made bad personal choices.
Some of our young people continue to fall victim to drug and substance abuse, among other societal vices. In the ongoing war against drug and substance abuse, there are no sacred cows. Drug lords must be flushed out and the supply chains destroyed. On their part, communities, both in urban and rural areas, must desist from the tendency of harboring criminals. I urge us all to collaborate and work hand in hand with the national security agencies and other stakeholders in the justice system to deal with this menace.
Mnangagwa, in his infinite wisdom, advised the youth to just stop using drugs. Simple as that. Just wake up one morning, look at the collapsed economy, the empty fridge, the unpaid school fees, and the hopelessness in your parents' eyes, and say, no, today I will choose to be happy and productive, despite having absolutely nothing to be happy and productive about. Problem solved. Who needs jobs when you have pep talks from a man who flies around in a private jet while the nation struggles to even afford a loaf of bread? But the youth have a different perspective, and they are not buying Mnangagwa's sanctimonious lecture. A video by Masvingo Mira captured interviews with young people who have had enough of the hypocrisy.
What we need change. We are tired. We don't need this type of life that we are living. We need life, we need money, we need cash. We have got responsibilities. As a government, they have to hear us.
I did go National Youth Service for almost 6 months. Takaenda kuitaya last year na May. Tukaita pass out on 6 December. And then from there, we promised a lot of things. Job creation, and I went up National Youth Service. You are the first priority in the Mabasa. But so far, the institutions and were not even recognized. Vanotobvunza kuti ko ndichii chipepa chamakabata ichi. Saka nyaya iripo pamayouth haisingori nyaya yekuti mayouth ari kuita drug and substance abuse, but there is a lot zviri kushungurudza mayouth. Inside our hearts, we are burning inside. We are burning inside because if we go to the offices, they take our issues and they put it under the table. Leadership here, can you please try to recognize us? I'm not alone. We are many youths who are crying outside here.
We end up kupinda ma drugs share nema stresses ma streets. We end up kupinda mu zvakaya zvezvo zvinonyangadza vakuru vedu, but zvinozotitesa zvokuita. Tine zvipo zvakawanda zvatakavika zvatoda kuti tiwanewo vanoti simudzirawo nekuti kurudzirawo.
Zviro zvoti utengere mberi kwako kuti rochingwa vacho lofu 100 chingwa kuti muigirewo mberi kafariwo semberi zvikutorema todzokera futi kuti vatotipa iwo marenzi kuti tokubatsirwa nevo vabereki vagara kumabasa.
Kutambura mabasa ari kushayika, mabasa ari kunetsa, mari haisi kubatika. Hatisi kukwanisa kupembera zuva iri nhasi nekuda kwezvikonzero zvakawanda. Mabasa hatisi kumawana, even mari chaiyo haisi kusekireta. Handifungi kuti pane chekucelebrate nekuti hapana zvatiri kuita muno munyika semayouth. hatisi kuenda kumabasa. Tikatotsvaga mabasa acho either vari kutsvaga munhu ane experience kana kuti unenge uchiziyana nevanhu vacho, nekuti mazuva ano panenge pachishanda zvelink.
Many vari kucelebratawo kuti vari kucelebrata chii chacho but zvakangooma.
Chinotifadza ndechekutiwo izuvawo riri rakatoiswawo pakalendawo, makalenda edu ekuti youth day.
Some of them even went through the much-hyped 6-month National Youth Service training, which was supposed to equip them with skills and opportunities. Spoiler alert, it didn't. In fact, the only real skill many of them left with was the ability to chant ZANU-PF slogans on demand. 6 months of marching, shouting, and being told that Mnangagwa is the best thing to happen in Zimbabwe since independence, only to return home to the same unemployment, the same hunger, and the same lack of opportunity. Truly inspiring, right? One young man in the video summed it up perfectly. We were told this training would change our lives. It did. Now I have an official ZANU-PF t-shirt and absolutely nothing else. Another added that they were promised job placements only to be told at the end of the training that the government doesn't actually have jobs to give. Imagine the shock. A government that has failed to create jobs for decades suddenly couldn't deliver. Who would have thought? And let's be honest, this so-called National Youth Service training has never been about empowering the youth. It has always been a glorified brainwashing camp designed to churn out loyal ZANU-PF foot soldiers. The only reason it still exists is so that the ruling party can have a steady supply of young people to chant slogans at rallies and intimidate opposition supporters when election season rolls around. It's not about skills. It's not about opportunity. It's about creating the next generation of political zombies who will shout ED fair while their stomachs rumble from hunger. But back to the drug issue. Mnangagwa wants us to believe that Zimbabwean youths are just reckless and irresponsible. Never mind that they have no jobs. Never mind that they can't afford university fees. Never mind that even those with degrees are roasting maize on the roadside or selling airtime to survive. No. The real issue, according to the wise leader, is that the young people are just morally weak. Maybe if they all just took his advice, stopped using drugs, and started, well, what exactly? It's not that there are industries hiring. It's not like that there are opportunities waiting. So after they stop using the drugs, then what? Do they just sit at home and wait for the next motivational speech? The truth is, drug abuse is a symptom of a deeper crisis. Zimbabwe's youth have no future under this regime. They are not taking drugs for fun. They are taking drugs because reality is too painful to face. When you have nothing to look forward to, when you know that no matter how hard you try, you will still struggle to afford even the basics, you look for an escape. And since the government isn't interested in fixing the economy, the least they could do is provide free therapy for the youth. But knowing ZANU-PF, they would probably just set up another useless commission that would eat millions in taxpayers' funds before recommending that young people just stay away from drugs. Mnangagwa's speech was nothing but empty words, a desperate attempt to pretend he cares about the youth, when in reality, his government has done nothing but fail them. If you truly wanted to fight drug abuse, you would start by fixing the economy, creating jobs, and giving young people a reason to hope. But we all know that that's never going to happen. So until then, the youth will continue doing what they do best, surviving despite a government that does everything in its power to make life unbearable. If you're tired of being told to just stop using drugs while the country burns, subscribe to Zimwaves TV. At least here, we acknowledge that the real problem isn't the youth, it's the government that has stolen the youth's future.
vageza kupinda mumugwagwa varwive hondo imi magandanga vechidiki naivo vatana mawindi memavenda varairi dzine masoja tese tese tatomira negumbo rimwe kuti timhanye koimi muchadaidzira rini kana kuwedza bhuru wayo kana kumbungo pashurugwi vechidiki naivo vatana mawindi memavenda varairi dzine masoja tese tese tatomira negumbo rimwe kuti timhanye koimi muchadaidzira rini muzvikoro nanachiremba muzvitoro tayasipora vechidiki naivo vatana mawindi memavenda varairi dzine masoja tese tese tatomira negumbo rimwe kuti timhanye koimi muchadaidzira rini.
We've been mobilizing ourselves to deliver the final blow to a dictatorship that lacks any wisdom or empathy. We are now ready to deliver the final push, a push that needs all of us to face the odds and build a new country. We are going to give you a clearer signal soon. It will come before 2300 hours tonight, so that we end this 2030 business.